Well, hello, everyone. My name is Big Ben, and this is episode 9 of my 1.18 Minecraft Let's Play. In the last episode, we did some villager stuffs and got ourselves a couple librarians to give us some various enchanted books for our gear. For example, we have our first diamond pickaxe. It's with silk touch and mending, thanks to our mending villager who is just inside. And actually, now that he is safely inside, I'll explain why I'm doing this in a second, but for his own safety, he must be in a boat. Why must he be in a boat? I'm very glad you asked that, because before I started recording, I was doing some stuff and I came back up and I found him. I found him in the cows. He was in the cow pen, which is not necessarily safe for him. He was outside, it was nighttime, there were zombies everywhere. Not a good thing. So now he's in a boat for now, until we move him back. I do want to move him back to the village for safety reasons as well, just so he's with his other villagers. Last episode we also got some bees relocated. We relocated them to a cave, but they weren't exactly working out in the cave, so I've temporarily moved them here. Because it's with all the flowers and the farms behind here, it's doing quite well. They're doing quite well. In this episode, we are going to be doing more farming related stuff. In between episodes, as you can see, I have made a second farm specifically for wheat. This has turned into my potato and carrot farm. I'm going to make a third farm eventually for like potatoes or carrots, whichever one I decide I don't want here. And I've moved the bamboo up here. What we're going to do in today's episode is we are going to relocate our makeshift sugarcane farm that we have down here by the river. And we're going to move it up by our tree farm area that we've kind of got set up. So we're going to, because we need lots of paper for our paper trade with our villager in our house. And I do eventually want to automate it, but that's going to be a while. So for now, we're just going to move all this. We're going to leave the makeshift one here, but we're going to move a proper one up to the top. Okay, we've got ourselves a little infinite water source set up here. This is going to be the base area of where I'm going to have our farm for now. There, that's the one. And we're going to start it, I think, just right here. We're just going to do a simple, like, squaring method. So where it's like water, and then sugarcane, 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 sugarcane. And then another hole. I think there is a more efficient. I'm gonna have to look this up in a second here, but there's definitely a more efficient way to do this, I think, than just this. I think that can get that can get me more stuff. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look something up real quick. And this is the layout we're going to be using for our sugarcane farm. There's all the water. It should be enough to have enough sugarcane for each spot. We're not going to put the sugarcane down yet, because the first thing we're going to do is cover up everything so I don't fall into it while I'm doing it. And the best way to do that is to cover it up with carpet or lily pads. And we happen to have some moss carpet with us, so we're going to be using that, because that is one of my favorite things from this update. Is the moss carpet. See, we're falling in the thing, but we don't have quite enough moss carpet yet. And of course, we have this moss carpet because a couple episodes ago we did a treasure hunt and we found some moss blocks in one of the shipwrecks, or the treasure, one of the two. So we're going to make up a bunch of moss and cover all this. But to do that, we're going to need a lot of bone meal, and I am fresh out. So what we're going to do before we do that is going to make a bone meal maker, which is very easy. All we need is the composter. We need a couple of hoppers. We need 2 hoppers. And then we need 2 chests. Let's see here. And then we can put 1 chest here. We can attach 1 hopper to it. Attach 1 hopper to it. Then put the composter down. And then put another composter on top of that. And then put 1 more chest on top of that. And what that's going to do for us is when we have an overabundance of things, let's say bamboo, we have a lot of bamboo, or we have a lot of oak saplings, definitely, and a lot of wheat seeds. What we can do is we can just toss all that in there, and it should. Oh, it doesn't do it with bamboo. That's right. Hold on. Doesn't do it with bamboo. But you can see it's slowly starting to make compost, and that compost is eventually going to become bone meal. And we should have 1 pop up. There we go. Another bone meal for our bone meal. So that's going to help us quite a bit. Put this back. And then what we're going to do with the bone meal is we're going to take that. I've got a little area I think I can afford to do this on because I don't want to waste too much area. No, do it down here for now. And we're going to take this little bit of bone meal, or that piece of moss, and meal it up. We accidentally made a tree. Okay, that's fine. That happens. You also get some rooted dirt out of that, which is lovely. Okay, but we get so much of the moss there from that. So we're going to make some of this up, craft it up, and make it carpet. I think it's just it's just 2 things of moss to make 3 things of carpet. So that's going to work up really quick. Rooted dirt. I think I need the pickaxe, so I'm going to be safe and use the pickaxe. And there we have 1 thing of rooted dirt. I don't need the azalea leaves just yet, so we'll just hold off on that. We'll make a bunch of carpet, and then we'll start covering this up. Oop! Start covering this up after we fix that. All right, now that all the moss is set, all we have to do is just, set down our sugarcane, and then we are done with this farm and can start working on the next one. Okay, I'd briefly like to point out that in the time it took us to make that sugarcane farm, all the sugarcane farm that we have from our makeshift one has completely regrown, so yeah, that's a thing. All right, and there we have our fully developed sugarcane farm. Now we're just going to have to sit and wait and work on. The next thing I want to kind of make is what I want to work on next is our melon and pumpkin farm, because we've got melons and pumpkins around here somewhere. There's some pumpkin seeds. I think the melon seeds are still inside the base. For that one, we're not going to go too complicated. We are just going to dig it out. Where are the melons? Oh. Is it this one? there's more pumpkins. We're going to need those later as well, but I was talking melons. I'm not crazy. We had melons. Where are they? Up here they are. They're still melons. They're not melon seeds yet, but we are going to basically, I think, clean out this area here and turn it into our melon and pumpkin patch. And I think for one of them at least we are going to take advantage of this wall here. We're going to start right about here. Go all to the end. And then we're going to get the area underneath. Put down some water from our water source, and that's how we're going to make this farm. Okay, now that the water is placed, we can hide it. By just going down the line. And then with our hoe, we can just do that, and then we've got... do this. We're going to go all the way to the end. See, we've got 8. How many plots we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we've got 18. So that's... It's actually 4, 6, or 4, 8. And just one more. Don't want to completely go down the line. So that's what we're going to do for the pumpkins there. And with our melons here, we're just going to do the same thing here, but then we're going to drop it down by 1 layer. 18 melon seeds, and there we go. We've got our melon and pumpkin farms all set and ready to go. All right, that almost wraps things up for this episode, I think, but there's one more thing we need to do. As I've been saying, I'm doing more stuff with villagers, and the one thing I still need to do is get a mason villager so I can get more bricks so we can actually finish the base sometime soon. So we've got the stone cutter here. Let's drop off some of this crap we don't need anymore. And just give myself an excuse to use all that. There we go. And then we're going to run over here. And since I've stated we are going to demolish this building, and we do have two leather workers in here, we're going to let them out and then destroy their workstations and give one of them I don't plan to do much leather working, I don't think, but we're going to plop down stone. All right, and there we've got our stonemason, and there we've got our brick supply. And that's where we're going to end up stopping this episode. I'm going to do some trading in between because I currently do not have an emerald to my name because I may have spent it all on other stuff. So thank you all for watching. I know there's a lot of Minecraft videos out there, but hey, thanks for choosing this one. If you want to, make sure you hit that like button and maybe subscribe and hit the like button, and you always have notifications when I'm posting new videos. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye.